Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Aspirants Around Jehan. Hello Jennifer, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thank you.
We will begin by you introducing yourself.
I'm Jennifer Darwala, and I've been in the travel and aviation industry for the last 20 odd years. But it was this lockdown that actually has changed the way I kind of approach life, and I kind of look at art differently. And it was during the lockdown in October when I was just going through some of the videos and things like that on Instagram that I came across this one video, and I got to see this lovely fluid art form, and that's how I got me interested, and kind of looked up a few things by myself on some YouTube videos, and got into art, alcohol ink art, very aggressively. And since then I've been doing it. Besides that, I live in a Parsi colony. I'm a Parsi Bombay girl, born and brought up, love my city, love the colony. And it's my first podcast interview, so I'm a little nervous right now. But yeah, Jehan has been very persistent, saying that let's do an interview, and it was interesting. Always a first time for everything. So here I am.
I've also started recently only, so this is also new for me also. No problem. We both.
Yeah. I kind of checked. Yeah, I checked some of your things. So I kind of figured that it's a first time for some of us, all of us.
Yeah. So were you into art before also? Were you painting or something, or in lockdown only you came into art?
No, so like I said, it was the lockdown that kind of gave me the break for sure. Because of course travel has taken a very big backseat. But at the same time, I like to keep myself busy. So of course, reading things up about trade on LinkedIn and on all the other online platforms, what COVID has done, and it kind of just kept on giving you a lot of negativity. And I was always looking out for something that kind of changes your perspective and tries to get you thinking good, positive, And so it came to me during the lockdown, but my grandmother used to be an artist, and and I used to be very inclined towards art as a young girl. But during my school days, when, at that point of time, you had to give your elementary and intermediate exam, I flunked in one of the exams called geometry in elementary, which kind of disappointed me. And I could never go on to the next level of intermediate. And at that point of time, in elementary and intermediate were the two very important exams for you to get into anything related to art. And so my dream of becoming a fashion designer or getting to anything artistic was kind of crashed, and I kind of took on something else.
So what is alcohol ink artist? Is it different from normal painting or something? Because I don't have.
Yeah, so generally people paint, with watercolors or with acrylics, or that's those, or oil paints. Those are mainly the mediums used for painting. But alcohol ink is actually, that is something that really interested me. It was something totally different, and basically it's concentrated ink which is put on paper, and then with a lot of isopropyl alcohol, which contains alcohol. You put it on top of the inks, and then you maneuver the inks. Now the idea is not to use paint brushes or hair dryers or any instrument. That is what I've seen, and I've done a lot of research, and I've seen some of the great alcohol ink artists do that. They don't use a lot of hair dryers. But to dry the inks faster, or to direct the inks in a certain way, a lot of people would use a hair dryer. What I primarily do is I blow the inks with my breath, and I kind of maneuver the inks by twirling the paper around. So that is how it forms, shapes, or it's kind of abstract in its own way. However, I've been told my art is more floral, but it's just a very natural way. Like that's how I feel. I like to lead the ink, so it's very natural, and it's very instinctive. It's something that you cannot have control over. So I don't use a hair dryer. Maybe just once in a blue moon when I'm really tired, I would end up using a hair dryer. But otherwise, I generally use my fingers to kind of sometimes direct the inks, or maybe a little bit of, earbuds to kind of soak the ink if it's gone into the wrong direction. And many times I, end up using tissue papers to kind of clean it up and things like that. And only when I'm giving the final touches, like the brass gold that I add on, of course, I do it at the time of painting itself, but sometimes I feel that it has not come out enough. So I use a little additional. That's when I use the paintbrush, and, I kind of put a bit of sparkle around the painting. But so you'll see my pictures on Instagram will have paintbrush, but that is only for the last touches. I don't use a paintbrush to actually do the painting. So that is the beauty about alcohol ink art. It's like it's not controlled. It's not something that you can have. You've been gifted your hands and fingers to paintbrush with it. It's not that. It's actually a very unique way of doing it, and that is what is important. That is what we need to educate the people. It's a very new form of art also. So I would say it doesn't go more than 12 to 15 years of it being in the art world. So you can imagine when you're talking about these huge artists and these decades and decades of brilliant artists performing, and this is very, very nascent, very, very new, and it's very Western as well. So in India, it's relatively very new. People are picking up the concept. People do a lot of other things with it. I generally try to keep it focused to large frames, large artworks. I do as big as 40 by 40 inches or 30 by 40 inches. I can, I customize as well. So that's pretty much in a nutshell.
रुकावट के लिए खेद है. Sorry to disturb you in the middle of the video, but I forgot to tell you all something.
Please give a like to the video if you enjoyed or you like my efforts. Secondly, please share the video, because you never know who is in the need of the video or a bit of motivation in life. And please subscribe. So it would be time consuming to prepare it, right?
Yes, that is why I haven't been dilly dangling you for the interview. But so I get the weekends only to do my art currently, and that's where I end up doing a lot of my paintings. Because I let it dry very naturally, it takes a lot of time. So a painting, I would have to come back to a painting many times. So I started in the middle of the week, and then I finish it over the weekend. I come home and I do it at night, and and then during the daytime. So the paints also look very different. So I use a lot of light to give it the day effect if I'm painting at night. And so it does take a very long time.
So is there any special kind of paper for it, or on any paper?
Yes, so it's basically called synthetic paper, and in India there is a company in Mumbai itself which supplies paper all across the world, which is called Nara Synthetic Inks, and that ink papers, synthetic paper, sorry, and that's what I use. But I also use a lot of Legion paper. It's an American company, and so for a bit of smaller size paintings I use Legion, and that is basically Yupo paper. I use both of them. They both have their own pros and cons. But I think Nara is also lovely because you get like really big sizes. You can go like up to 60 inches, which is huge. And you can do that, and Nara sends that to you.
The ink we don't have to make at home. We can purchase the ink also, right?
Yeah. So there are different companies of inks which are available.
I was asking that because if someone is making the ink at home, then it is alcohol. So maybe they would be interested in drinking that instead of making.
Oh, I have never really tried that. If people, make inks at home, but I haven't really explored that.
The next question, which is your favorite painting out of which you have made?
I can't choose.
Yes, you can.
What I can tell you is that I am drifted towards a lot of purples, a lot of lavenders, a lot of lilacs, and somehow or the other, they just come out really, really gorgeous. But all my paintings are like my babies, so I can't really choose. That's not fair.
So this is your side hustle. So would you like to convert this into main one in the future or some?
Yeah, I'm not going to be closed about it. For sure, why not? Definitely my retirement plan.
And can you tell us about your education and the job which you are doing right now? A brief, what you have to do in the job.
Went on to study in Sophia College, and I did my majors in economics from there. And then that was it for me for studies, because I always either wanted to travel or get into the fashion industry. So I've always been the creative types and exploring kind of person. So then I obviously needed to get. I did my IITA. And I got my first break in the current company that I've been working with. It's called Four Ways Travels, and it's basically a travel company, a retail travel company that caters to ticketing, packaging, visas, hotel booking, etc. We have high-end guests that we kind of cater to. So that was my first break. I did a lot of packages for Australia and New Zealand. It gave me a brilliant exposure to travel the world. I've worked with some wonderful bosses, and I've been with them. Of course, in between, I tried my hands and tried to work for a call center, but that was just like a 8-month period, and then I came back, and I think it's been now 19 years after I'm back that I'm with the same company. I have handled different portfolios in that company, so from heading a marketing division in that company, or to starting up projects, to assisting the director for whatever requirements he has on any particular company. So that's pretty much what I do.
Now, there's some few common questions that I ask every guest.
Okay.
So, do you have any regrets or something you would like to change?
No, no regrets in life at all. I think that's something. It's just no regrets.
Next will be the most challenging part about starting this alcoholic ink art.
I think creating awareness amongst the entire art world, as well as just regular people. I mean, the art world itself in India is not even familiar with what this is. So it's challenging, but at the same time, it is what gives me the opportunity to be one of the first out there. It's got it as one. I think it's a brilliant challenge. That's all I put it as.
So I have asked this question as it is the common question. So most of them have shared this awareness because one interview they were making house of paper, honeycomb.
Wow.
So they also said this only, that awareness is the difficult, challenging part.
Yeah.
The last question: advice or tip for aspirants?
Just follow your heart, and after following your heart, and just listen to it. I think it tells you a lot of things that we don't we just kind of put back. We try and do what the world tells us to do. Just do what your heart says. Just listen to that small little voice, and yes, do a lot of practice. Be very sincere, and that's it. You'll just attract something great in your life.
Thank you very much for giving your time.
Thank you, Jehan, for bearing with me, and sorry to keep you, not to being able to do this earlier, but I definitely wanted to do it. I think I had a great 30 minutes talking to you, and I hope, it helps you in your endeavors as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
Until we meet next time, love, care, share, joy, help, hope.